Alright, here we are, back again. Phone's flipped.
They must have taken the rest of it with them.
Must have been someone climbing up.
Oh, that's a break up there.
Huh?
That wasn't sawn up there.
Yeah, it was. See how it's flat? It fell this way, towards us.
They did a really poor job of sawing it there because it got really jagged edges.
Well, that's what they call a bite. What? Shma. Over here trying to tell you something.
But it's jagged all over on this side too.
Well, it looks flat on this side.
The edges sure aren't flat. Although the
Here. Let's see.
But there's spikes of bark coming up like this. You wouldn't see that on all sides on a cut.
You don't see it on all sides. It's just on one side, though. Or at least it looks like.
Side, and there's some on the other side if you go around and look.
Well, it's just on the tips of the ends.
Somebody would have had to go in and saw in between those for this to be sawed.
Because from this angle it looks sawed. Sorry. It has the back cut and then your back cut. And as it falls over...
I don't see it.
Huh? How?
It's all jagged. I know how to cut a tree down.
How do you cut a tree within a tree, though? When you're up in the tree. Because that's in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And it came down. And it came down our left-hand side.
Yeah, I can see that.
But the tree was still connected as it came down.
Uh-huh.
So therefore he got into a bite. Huh?
As it would have been if the tree had come down on its own.
Well, if there's sawdust, then someone cut it, right?
Yeah, but the rest of the tree is gone, so the sawdust is from the person cutting up the bottom half of the tree.
You mean the top half of the tree?
The top half of the tree which fell down and became the bottom half.
Okay. I guess I can accept that. But either way, I think someone climbed up the tree and...
To get the sawdust that high, they would almost certainly have had to do that, yes. But the tree probably did this.
It did that.
Yes, it did that.
Yeah. We are explaining the same things in different ways, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Yeah.
So anyways, I don't know if this part looks much different from the last video, but we are getting berries. Everything's all looking leafy since February, I think, is the last time we... March, I think. What, these are blueberries?
This is a false azalea. It makes a berry that is blue, but it's not a blueberry, if that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah. So these guys, the leaves come out in kind of a starburst shape. Let's see. There's something different about the bark, but I'm not sure I can describe it.
Maybe when we find a blueberry tree we can...
Yeah, when we find a blueberry, actually, here's a blueberry.
They're poofier.
The leaves aren't as pointed or narrow and pointed. They're broader and softer at the tips, and they come out, you know, every other side on the branch, instead of all coming out at the end of the branch.
I guess those must be soft spots in the leaves then?
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened there. I've seen that on a couple different blueberry bushes, but here you can see an unripe blueberry. The blueberries also flower much earlier than the false azaleas.
Ah, okay. We got people coming in behind us, so yeah. Sounds like kids. I said sounds like. I didn't say it looks like. I just got a quick glimpse and then. Anyways, this is Calgaya on summertime. Everything's all bloomy. We got the Bloombergs. I don't know.
I think there was ice on the trail last time we came, I think.
Yeah, I think there was ice on this part too. I think we're going through a drought, so like a lot of our creeks and stuff are not running. The only downside is that, you know, we're supposed to be a rainforest and you don't get a lot of rain. Those of us who are local are kind of like, this is not good. Everyone else who's not local are, I love this weather. Like, this side of the creek isn't running. Back there. This is kind of running. Pretty soon it'll be time to move on to greener pastures, I guess. Wherever the hell that'll be. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're catching up to us. Who knows, maybe we'll let them pass. Big tree. Like, if it was a decent one, I would say dugout size, but looks like it broke as it came down. Well, one that we are kind of avoiding right now until we get down to more of a level area. I think if I remember from the last video that we did, we talked about the Devil's Club and how they become kind of like a maple leaf and all the uses of the Devil's Club. But we have people behind us, so it's kind of hard to do the whole nature-y kind of side of these kind of videos right now. I don't know, I just don't like having people behind us.
Should we go and observe something off trail until they...
You can. As soon as my educated guide finds something, we'll maybe diverse. But you never know until you go off trail sometimes too.
Yeah.
We could go all the way down to the beach.
That sounds overly exciting right now.
I might try and make it down on that huge hill down that side with one hand. Let's see if we can be left-handed. Might be even more shakier, but that's left-handed. Gotta take a break once in a while. You know, growing up, I always thought the trail was different. Well, since I got back.
It is different.
Like, I think there's still a remnants of the old trail, but since they haven't walked it in like 900 years, you know what I mean?
Renovated in 2016.
Huh?
I think they renovated in 2016. It might have been 2015.
Huh. Well, yeah, this creek should be a lot more full. This is that one that was icy, that where we had the ice chunks.
We've been walking across ice here
Yeah.
without grippers, if I recall.
I think this was the one trail that I did without grippers for like the longest time, and I finally got sketched out, and I said, I think I'm gonna have to put on the grippers. I think this was the first trail I decided to put on the grippers too.
Was it this one or Rapinski?
This one.
Okay.
Because I think we did Rapinski after this one. Because it was still wintertime either way.
Yeah. I just remember the really steep ups and downs of Rapinski.
Well, that one was kind of needed. I kept falling on that one.
You got pretty close a couple times.
I almost went down the down the mountain once or twice. I mean, not like steep, but it would have been like 20 feet would have hurt.
There's a remnant of the old trail.
Huh?
Where it says no maintenance.
And then there's that boardwalk over there.
Yeah.
Let's go off trail and let these fools go by. We are actually taking the old trail, I think. Because this is what I remember. You know, it was more dirt and gravel and...
More like an actual forest path.
Yeah. I think people kept complaining though, because I can't take my grandpa on it.
People have definitely been using this to see all the taxis and
Yeah. But it needs maintenance, obviously. We take the no maintenance trail because it's the ones that no one hardly ever takes. So now we can be more.
rejoin with the main trail.
It should.
Okay.
If not, we can turn around and head back. But at least now we can, you know. See, that's
It's got a couple different names.
there's Hellebore.
No, this isn't. There's one that looks like this called False Hellebore. But this one is it's known as Twisted Stalk or Watermelon Berry. You can see these little flowers here.
Yeah. Looks like a caterpillar's been.
Yeah, something been munching on this one, but
And then those stalks that we went through. I don't know if we're going to hit it on this one, but you know, like, see how it kind of looks like a maple leaf? That's the Devil's Club. They get huge. They're getting bigger as we go on too. But this used to be a trail as well, and
here's a.
I mean, here, you know, I have some pretty big hands. I got, you know, I think mine are about 8 inches wide, roughly. I don't have anything for like a size comparison or known something that you can use to, well, okay. Give you a basic idea. Here is a 6x4 notebook.
Well done.
It fell. My bad. But yeah, that's a 6x4, so it's bigger than a 6x4.
Yeah.
It's my list making machine at work. Yeah, this is more familiar for some stupid reason. This is, when I was growing up, this is kind of what we had to deal with. I don't think we have too many trail or tracks in this one. But I think this one was just getting so beat down and rooted that it was hard to take your grandmas and grandpas on it. And people started complaining, I think. Huh?
Here's the part that's really in need of repair.
Yeah, I think it's part of the whole reason why they kind of said, we're going to ditch this one and make a whole new one. So we need to watch our butts on this one.
Maybe
Feels
one
solid.
At a time?
Huh?
One at a time?
You can, yeah.
Because that does not feel solid.
Oh, then let me go first on those. But we got like some low-hanging brush. Some of these ferns here are what we call fiddleheads. None are in season right now, but some of the ferns, like, I don't know,
The
you can
big
see
one
those
over there.
ones. There's a big one over yonder.
Trying
Oh.
to find one that's closer to the trail. The other ones we're looking at, I want to say they're maidenhair ferns.
Could be. You're the nature person, I'm sorry. Over
If you
yonder we
warned
actually
me,
have,
you were gonna
somewhere's
do
in
it.
there, underneath the tree, we have skunk cabbage. Oh, here's a good example right here.
Oh yeah.
Way back when, they used to take the 2 leaves of the skunk cabbage and they would wrap the salmon in a burlap sack. And you know, now that I think about it, I don't think that was sawdust. I think that was pollen.
Yeah?
Because look at,
Yeah, it's about the same color.
anyways, what were we? Oh yeah, they would tie up the salmon in the burlap sack and they'd put it underneath the fire pit, under all the coals, and that's how we used to cook our salmon way back when. Of course, the stalks get much bigger. Once again, it's a big leaf. It's bigger than a devil's club.
I think I've seen some get up to at least 3 feet.
Yeah, this is kind of like the trail that I kind of remember. But like she was saying, it looks like it's been used. So this is that azaleas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're trying to figure this out. So this is like the the unbeaten path, because we're different, I guess. I don't know.
Carve your names in the trail marker.
2018, so it was like last year.
Mm-hmm.
So we know it's being used. It's just not the greatest.
It's not being maintained.
Yeah, because this is starting to make more sense. This is starting to. I was thinking in my head, I was like, wasn't there like another creek?
I guess so.
And sure enough, here it is. Sorry, you guys are probably getting all sorts of dizzy with me zooming around. Oh, and here's a good example of the curling of the fern. It has a good start. We'll probably find some more later on. But yeah, I was going to say that I remember this went across 2 creeks. Now that I know that this thing's going to meet up with the old one, so we shall find out. It used to way back when. So long as you know where the trail went. I think too many people kept getting lost on the trail or something.
Or making up different versions of it.
I think you just got too beat down to keep using this one, I think. Because I think that's where all the... That's that boardwalk that's down there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all the Good Devil's Club is.
There's a fair bit up here.
Yeah, I mean, we can cut down. Or, you know, cut across, but... We're on this one for now. As long as we hear the ocean, we're okay. Clear up some of the twigs in here, I bet you start work on some of the water flow or dam it up a little bit. I would dam it probably. I usually break them and thinking I was helping, but then I saw a video of a guy who talked about how beavers and wolves helped shape Yellowstone National Park way back when. I wonder if it was because people kept getting lost on this trail. We can't figure it out. So we turned around. Because this used to be the whole reason why we took the trail. When I was in school, everyone would be like, yeah, let's go do Battery Point. What the hell, it's a nice day. Even the teachers got tired of being inside sometimes, so we'd get a pass and get permission, got all the permission slips and everything. Which is pretty much just for the school to use the school van. Come out here and hang out for a day.
Did you guys do Sea Week?
Sea Week?
Yeah. Every summer, or every spring, towards the end of the school year, we'd have Sea Week, and we'd go mostly out to Ockrek, I think, in Juneau. Look in tide pools, run around, stare at banana slugs, get our pictures taken.
No. I think that could be the part of the issue on why
Oh. Yeah, that wouldn't be particularly comfortable to walk under now, would it?
no, but it's been up this far, and if it's the one that takes me out, oh well.
For the record, please don't get taken out by a tree on this trail today. I don't want to have to carry you back.
I don't think you'd be able to carry me. I think I'd be a puddle of mush.
Easy to put you in my bag then.
It's kind of like that, the one that everyone thought was funny, which was the guy from Pompeii.
Get out from under that, please.
I'm not under it
Yes,
yet.
you are.
I'm standing underneath it. Well, underneath beside it. I ain't got to touch it. Anyways. There was that one guy who was from Pompeii and he got squished by a stone. Running away from the Pompeian volcano. See, this used to be like the coolest part about it. And then, some way, somehow, can't remember if it was this one or the next one. It might be this one. You take and you go that way to go to the beach. Right?
Yeah, this is the Mount Riley Trail. If we go right, we're gonna go straight up Mount Riley.
So we
Straight up Mount Riley.
go this way?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, if
I would love to do that rally hike with you.
I hear it's a bit of a dangerous one.
Oh, it's a challenge, all right. But there's a meadow of blueberries halfway up. Okay, 2/3 of the way up. That if we hit at the right time, we can load ourselves up with blueberries, go up to the summit, and then hike down the comparatively easy way.
Well, that depends on if my blueberry picking skills are what they used to be.
One for the bucket, one for you.
You're cheap.
I was
It's
responsible.
1 for the bucket and 3 for me, and then 1 from the bucket.
Maybe I should go picking with Reggie instead. No, I'll go blueberry picking with you.
In case you're wondering, Reggie is one of our good friends. If we haven't mentioned her on this channel yet, shout out.
Love you, Reggie.
Another one, I guess, would be Austin. All my other good hiking buddies. If I forget your name, I'm sorry. If I forget to shout you out, I'm sorry. But yeah, that was the old trail. And this is still kind of a thing. And it still got you to Calgaia Point. This is Calgaia Point. Everyone thinks that it's blue. Battery Point is the first one I should go to. It's like, nope.
I think one of the water bottles is leaking.
So that's one of the water taxis.
That's the Alaska Dream. That's the cruise ship.
That's the cruise ship? No, it's not.
The itty-bittiest cruise ship. I know it, but it is a cruise ship. I promise.
I could have swore that's a water taxi. But okay. Anyways. Our rock pile from the last video looks like it might have gained a little bit, maybe. Got a itty bitty rock at top. I feel bad for whoever adds to this and it comes crumbling down.
Oh, yeah.
Like Jenga.
Uh-huh.
See, what's cool about this area when it in the summertime is just that it's so green. I don't know if I can ever figure out how to do some video editing, I'll edit and do some side comparisons of the other video to this one. And the other video, I'm sure, like, this was all yellow except for the trees. Like, even the spruces are getting their spruce tips, which is one of the things that we like to collect as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's like picking ready, but
Oh, yeah.
one of our popular tastes of beers here in Haines from our local brewery, shout out to the brewery, is the Spruce Tip Ale. Anyone else make Spruce Tip something into?
Yeah, Skagway makes a spruce tip beer.
Skagway? Yeah, Skagway does. Shout out to their brewery. And
actually, I believe there are a whole lot of breweries that make spruce tip, because on one of the last anniversaries of our, okay, so this is probably like 10 years back, but Ben Franklin's birthday, Ben Franklin apparently had a spruce tip beer recipe that he really liked. And that recipe has been lost to the ages. So I don't know if it's the Ben Franklin Association or who did it, but they sent out kind of an all-call to breweries across the state saying, hey, you know, make us your best spruce tip beer in commemoration of Ben Franklin. And I know that Skagway and Haines at least had success with that.
And that's our local taste if you ever come visit our town. Shout out to the distillery as well.
Oh yeah, they use spruce tips in some of their mixed drinks.
I just kind of figured as such. But you know, if we're doing breweries, might as well do a distillery. No one else I know of. Wow. How come it seems like to me that the rocks got more jagged since I was a kid?
Erosion?
Seems like it. I thought they went further out.
It could be a higher tide.
Could be, but I'm just saying that like I thought it went like out to that area instead of back there. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
You were smaller then. The rocks look bigger.
Yeah, that's true. This is all in case you really want to know and understand what it's like being in Alaska. Those mountains, that's a new thing for us. Not the mountains themselves, but the fact that you can see the rocks. We never, growing up, I used to never be able to see the top of what we call Santa Claus Mountain. That, to about as low as where my finger is at on the camera, used to be all covered in snow year round, and now it's like
The end of May.
the end of May and there's already almost no snow on it. It's either that or I've just been gone for so long that I just don't remember it. But I've talked to some of the local other people and they say the same thing too, so I must be right about something. Oh yeah, we could go check out our hidden treasure. That'd be the lupins.
Yep. Lupins full of bees.
I like to hear that.
Yep.
I was teasing with my girlfriend. I was like saying we should start a bee farm. Probably do like a flower area in the back too. I don't know. Anyways, this is Yana egg. It's one of our other edible plants. I don't know how to prepare it and whatnot, but it's another edible. But you don't really want to touch it because it gets reaction. You get a reaction.
The sap is photoreactive. So if you get the sap on your skin and then expose it to light, you'll get nasty blisters.
Yeah, back home it's like, well, I heard it called, there's one that's like eggplant, and then in Angoon, where my mom's side is from, we call it Duke. There's that too. Don't want to get duped. Fireweed.
Yeah.
Not the restaurant. Shout out to a local restaurant, Fireweed. This is what the restaurant is named after is this plant here. See, I can do this nature thing too on what I know.
Mhm.
I can do this nature stuff too. But fireweed, they use they can use the plant for something. I just don't know what they use it for. I know it's used. Yeah.
The early shoots of the fireweed are almost like asparagus.
There's some flowers I don't know the name of.
I do, it's just not coming to me. I looked these up last summer when I was doing hikes out here.
We'll get to those when we remember the name. This is not going to be the last video out here.
If you'd warned me that we were going to do videos, I would have brought my plant book.
Well,
and then we wouldn't have gotten 3 feet down the trail.
Yeah.
Half an hour in.
I remembered from the last trail that we were kind of late too. What is that? Is that the same thing?
That's a cow parsnip. It's just been really... oh wait, no, this?
Yeah.
It's a relative.
Must be.
There are several things it could be. Cow parsnip and water hemlock and lovage and
A bunch of others.
parsnips and carrots are all related to each other.
Okay. And rather, my darling lady knows it or not, but everywhere in every single little town up and down Alaska, there's always that, you know, I heard that someone had a hidden weed farm up in the hills over here. You just can never find it, and it's hard to find. I'm like, yeah, we have one of those too. It's one of those like mythological things, I guess you could say. We're back at the campfire. I'm sure you guys remember this from the last one. It kind of looked almost the exact same. I mean, it's been used since, but you know, there's the fire pit, the derelict. I call it the outhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a.
That would have been.
I mean, there's a Devil's Club growing from the roof, or at least.
A couple of things growing off the roof.
Yeah. You go that way, you go up Riley, I guess.
No, we went that way and ended up at almost to Battery Point. That was the day of your talk at the library.
Yeah, we couldn't be late, so we...
Yeah.
Today it's kind of like one of those, we're just kind of doing whatever. I decided to finally add some more content to my videos, and my girlfriend...
Stop for dinner at some point.
Well, I'm waiting on you to stop. But anyways, I'm just
Nice
walking
to know.
until we choose a spot. Do you want to head back? We're hungry. This is like literally right after work.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't plan any of this out. This is not scripted. You know, just like I say, none of this is scripted. So.
I didn't even know that you were filming until you started talking.
Well, I didn't even know I was going to start filming. All right, so.
We could eat on the point and then...
The kids already went there.
Do you think they're gone already?
No.
Okay.
I call them kids. I'm old enough to say so. They're in that kid generation. See, there's some tall Devil's Club over there. It's about 5.5 feet high. Tall, almost as tall as me, 6 feet. They can get pretty tall.
Yeah.
Multiple uses for it. We make it into like an ointment. I've heard that when it's used as an ointment, it also helps repel the mosquitoes.
My family makes soap with it.
It's a salve, ointment, tea.
I have a neighbor who makes pesto with the fresh buds.
That don't impesto me much.
That's a stretch, but...
I don't know. Ah. That's actually a nice birch.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, if it wasn't dead.
Yeah.
And in case you're wondering, I'm trying to get into bow making. I need to find the wood first, apparently. I heard that they use birch, but you never know.
I'll get you talking to my neighbor who makes bows.
I ran out of stuff to talk about. But, I mean, besides the lush greens, I mean, it looks pretty darn close to the last time.
Slightly better weather. I think it was raining last time we were here.
Yeah, and I think we didn't film when we went this far too. I think we just went and poked our heads out on that side. Somewhere's up here, and then we turned around and went back.
Yeah, there's some kind here. At least old enough to have been stepped in and have some spruce needles fall on it, though.
Yeah, it's the warm ones that we gotta watch out for.
Yep.
Warm scat means fresh scat, and fresh scat means someone's nearby. So, by the way, I'm still waiting on where you want to go.
Well,
We can try and punch through here
I suppose.
and see how far we have left. I'm sure there was a spot to punch through up ahead. I think we punched through somewhere in here too because there was a lot less trees, well, leaves, and you could see out that way. Now that there's all the leaves, you can't.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're working on it. Whee! I think it was within here, huh? Careful of here. You got holes.
Hole.
Yeah. I bet you it was like within there. Because that looks like a trail.
Could be. I think it wasn't quite that far through last time. We could try it if you want, or I think it might get a little bit easier just down the way.
Well, we can try it. We never know what we're doing. We just kind of do. More kids, it looks like. Take out the leaves with your sticks because it feels like a sword in your hand and you feel cool. But you really look like a dork. It almost looks like that's the old trail. Huh? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Right up in there. Till the trees started hanging heavy. Well, I'm starting to see ocean. I mean, I'm starting to, I don't know if you're able to see it on camera. I know everything looks different on camera, but I'm starting to be able to see some things. We went this far last time, right? It wasn't recorded, but we went this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like right up in here, I think, is where we punched through. Actually, I don't know. You can never tell. It changes so much in the. Oh, we're on the lower end because that's
Yeah.
right. We took the
time
higher.
We took the other way around. Yeah, house.
Yeah, and we got up to like this far, and I said, "Let's go the other way. Let's go head back." Anyways, it's our big hill. Isn't it this hill is where Battery Point got its name?
Yeah, they
This
were
area?
put a big old cannon up here.
Could you imagine if they actually went through with that?
Have it ruined cannons plate up here like they do at the mouth of the Columbia River. Yeah, they would have built a road out here too.
Could you imagine that?
Don't really want to. Alright. Here's some sunny beach land.
Is this... Because there's that area that was up at the point too.
I'd like to get out there, but I think that this is a good place to eat.
Mm-hmm. You can almost... Too dark over there for the camera. There it goes, a little bit. Can almost kind of tell off at a distance yonder where the grass is different. I think there's a river that flows in that area. Anyways,